We officially reached the midway point of the season, and if I'd had a better voice, I'd be singing about being halfway there and living on a prayer and all that. But what this means is 87 days down, 87 more to go. Although last night's Hornets-Lakers game, it did bleed a little bit into day 88 with that game ending after 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. But despite 68 points from Luka Doncic and LeBron James, the Lakers, they allowed 135 points in an 18-point loss at home to the Hornets, who, by the way, are 11 games under 500. The Lakers, they've dropped 4 of their last 5 games. But let's keep going beyond all that. But beyond the field goal percentage and all that stuff, because I don't want to start off with doom and gloom here. Why don't we start off with one of the good surprises in the West halfway through, right? Because San Antonio, they're the second seed in the conference. They dropped 6 of their last 10 games, but then they bounced back against the Bucks last night behind Victor Wembanyama. But any time that we are taking stock of the West, the conversation, it has to start with the Thunder. They had an impressive performance of their own, dominating the Rockets on both ends of the floor. The Thunder are on pace to be the first team to rank top 2 in points scored and points allowed since the 63-64 Celtics perk, so a little bit before your Boston Celtics there. But that's where we picked this one up. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander held scoreless in the first quarter for the first time since 2021. That game also came against Houston. But in a second, some highlights we need to get to. He makes the little and one over Amen Thompson. And in the closing seconds of the half here, a sweet series of dribbles into that step back perk.
Oh, Yaka. Look at that bag work. Come here.
By the way, 10-point second for Shai after scoreless in the first year. You knew you couldn't hold him down long. But we need to talk about Chet Holmgren here, Bobby Marks, because he played huge against one of the biggest teams in the league.
I mean, he is a defensive presence for this Oklahoma City team that's, frankly, the best defensive team in the NBA.
18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. His 4th game with at least 15 and 4 blocks. It's the 4th most in the NBA. But this was a 2-point game, Brian, headed into the 4th quarter. This is where the Thunder's bench took over.
There were 12 lead changes in this game, but the Thunder never let the Rockets get more than a 1-point lead. Did you
Jalen Williams. Say it again, just for emphasis.
They never let him get more than a 1-point lead.
There you go. Under 6 to play here. The Thunder up 9. Wallace drives, kicks out to Mitchell.
The ball movement last night was beautiful by the Oklahoma.
How about A.J. Mitchell last night?
Hits the 3 there. Guys, let's take a listen to SGA on Chet Holmgren.
From the moment he stepped foot on the floor with this basketball team, we've been number 1 seed in the West. It's no coincidence. His game translates to winning, and his numbers do too. And I bet a lot of money he's an all-star this year.
Well, if the Thunder are to have 2 all-stars, it would only make sense that it's Chet, because over the last 10 games, he's averaging nearly 18 points. He's shooting over 60% from the floor, not to mention the 10 rebounds per game and almost 3.5 blocks a game in that same stretch. The last Thunder player to do that, Perk.
Who was that, me?
Serge Ibaka, your boy, just about 10 years ago. But Perk, we will go to you, our big man, since you're wearing the. I thought you wore that on Wednesday.
Well, I missed Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't on count.
It's all right. Friday's the new Wednesday or something. Let's talk about Chet.
What you want to say? He said SGA just said he bet a lot of money that Chet is an all-star. I bet a lot of money that I'm a vote him all-star. The way that he's been balling consistently throughout the course of the season on both ends of the floor. Last night was a prime example. He wore Shangoon ass out from the start of the game. And when I'm talking about wearing him out, the luxury of having Chet offensively is because he does a great job of mixing it up. Playing outside, inside, whatever you need him to do in the pick and roll action, he could do it because he's that versatile. Defensively, we know that he could switch 1 through 5. Protecting the basket, protecting the rim, and going against arguably one of the most physical teams in basketball in the Houston Rockets.
One of the things we always talk about in basketball is we talk about playmakers. And when you talk about a playmaker, you were a playmaker.
You got the fingers out, guys. Watch out.
Playmakers. That's what you're laughing at? Usually it means with the ball, right? But the Thunder are a defensive playmaking team. They had 21 steals and blocks last night. 21. That's just hell if you're trying to deal with them. That generates so many extra possessions and so much transition basketball. Their whole game is predicated on getting more possessions than the other team, and they do it with this defensive playmaking, and nobody's a bigger defensive playmaker than Chet Holmgren.
And that spells out a problem for the Houston Rockets, right? Since, Bobby, you're not wearing the Thunder jacket.
No, I got tan on. I got summer tan on today.
You got summer tan on somewhere, at least. As for Houston, they now fall 2-5, right, in their last 7 games.
Yeah.
They're shooting below 30% on threes in every game. They're the first team in NBA history to do that in 7 games while taking 20-plus attempts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm looking at the eye test. I'm not looking at the stats here, Bobby. What's concerning you?
How reliant they are on Kevin Durant right now. I think you saw in the last night in the Oklahoma City game, and I think we saw the last time they played, Oklahoma City made an effort to basically take Durant out. He was 0 for 9 from 3 in those 2 games. Who else on this roster is going to step up? 1 and 4 in their last 5. As you said, shooting percentage, 24% from 3. This was a team that was in the tops in offensive efficiency because they lived in the mid-range. They were not a 3-point shooting team. They were last in attempts here. Now it's kind of all coming back to fruition and why this team is struggling.
They had 23 offensive rebounds, which is awesome, amazing. And they scored 91 points. Like, that's frankly hard to do. And that just translates to inefficient offense, which has been plaguing this team for the last few weeks.
Well, I need that Robin to actually be a Robin consistently. And I'm talking about Alfred Şengün. Like, I actually gave him the name Baby Jokic. He didn't like it, but damn it, he showed not playing like it. When you talk about what he's been doing, his production, yes, he's averaging 21 points on the season, but that's not enough. Like, I'm expecting him to be in that 25 points per game to 26 points per game range. I expect him to be rebounding double figures. Like, and when you look at his struggles, to me, I'm looking at him and there's not enough spacing at times. But also, he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities that he's not capitalizing on, and Şengün needs to elevate his game.
Well, again, what we're doing in the start of our show is taking stocks of teams at the official midway point of the season. And we thought that the Rockets were going to be a team that we would be talking about in that upper echelon of the West. And so far, they still have some things to show us here. But I do want to stick in Texas and take a look at a couple more teams that have been big storylines to start the year. We're going to start with Giannis and the Bucks taking on Wemby and the Jackals last night. Victor Wembanyama, he was showing off a new hairdo, and it's already inspired fans.
You two have already shaved your heads, correct? Shaved our heads this morning as soon as we saw Keldon do it, and Wemby did it, we did it! Yeah.
I'm sorry we didn't support you like that, Bobby Marks.
I need to be a jackal. I want to be a jackal.
The Jackals, they are in it. Giannis Antetokounmpo bullies his way inside, but this was concerning, Brian. He knocks knees with Victor Wembanyama, who was on the ground writhing in pain for some time here.
This is the other knee. He had the bone bruise, what thing in his left knee, hyperextension. This was his right knee.
He would limp to the locker room. He'd miss the rest of the first year.
He's back.
But he's back. Back again. Huge block there, Perk. And then coming the other way.
How many times this season have we seen this out of Wemby? A spectacular play defensively and then capitalize with a spectacular play on the offensive end.
I know, Brian, you don't want him shooting too many threes, but he was feeling it and he was making them.
It's just hard to guard him out there when you know what he could do on the inside.
Heat check. 22 points, 10 rebounds there for Victor Wembanyama.
This one right here is crazy. Like, just to have the confidence to do this. Most bigs catch the ball on the block and drop step for a jump hook. He drop stepped into a damn three-point.
Here's Doc Rivers on Wemby after the game.
Giannis is 7 foot.
The shot separates him from almost everybody with his ability to create shots. It's so funny. Last year, I didn't think he posted enough. This year, he's